So this was the coming out of DJ Skillz.
Okay.
Outside of me getting booked to do my very first ever, you know what I'm saying, DJ function, this was my coming out as DJ Skillz. Like, and I know I said you might beat me, but you're not gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the lesson in it was
right.
I'm coming back.
I'm coming back next time.
I'm coming back.
Just know that's your last one.
Right. So for me, it was just like all right, this is not basketball. This is not sports. Mm-hmm. This is DJing. So I want to be able to say, well, you know what? I can play alongside my cousin. I can play alongside B Lord, even though these guys are ahead of me in years. I'm like, you know, and at that time I didn't really know of any younger DJs in my city at that time, but it was. Shouts to Will, and, Hot Hands, and shouts to my guy DJ 5. And DJ Sniper was a little bit ahead of us. So Sniper was the nicest one out of our peer group. And shouts to my guy Butterman too. Like, Sniper was the nicest one out of our peer group. So when I first saw him, and I never forget, this was at the Wilson party, Sniper came out of the B-Lord. At the end of every party, it was like a ritual. DJs would put on Run DMC, Peter Piper, and show that they got skills.
Okay.
So if you ever seen me doing the Peter Piper routine on stage, that was one of the first things. It was like, dude, like if you getting up here DJing a party, you better be able to, you can rock the crowd, but don't let no DJ test you either. You got to hold your own.
Okay.
Because at the end of that party, when that DJ throw Peter Piper on, ain't no sliding in the back of the crowd like the man on the Water Boy.
Right.
Nah, it's like, oh, I'm jumping in the carousel too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this was all in my 10th grade year. B-Lord did a Wilson dance. Those joints was iconic. And when B did the party, he did Peter Piper at the end. And he did it, you know, B was nice on it too. Sniper comes up at the end, and he's killing it. So, and he's at Wilson at the time, so you know the students is hype.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this dude like, who is this? This is my first time seeing him or even hearing of him. Because I'm thinking I got the one up because I'm the youngest guy.
Yeah.
You know, when they get a whiff of me, it's on and popping.
Like,
but he came
out of me.
Sniper came out from the crowd like a sniper. Like how he just weaved in, but I could tell like B already knew him. B was already familiar with him. Certain cats was already familiar with him.
Yeah.
When he came in and he did his Peter Piper routine and switching arms and getting on the back, and I'm just like, yo, he did that drink with so much finesse. I was just like, I got more work to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So I locked myself in getting it in.
Yeah.
Before I really got out and did my first real party, like my actual first party, I did with a one turntable and a tape deck on the west side. Shouts to Leslie. It was her 16th birthday party that I did. And that was in I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to you, Leslie. I ain't gonna do that to you, Leslie. But that was my first party. It was like 90, it was like 95, 96. And I think I was DJ B. I was still DJ B.
Hold on, man.
He said one turntable and a tape deck.
And I had every song mixing.
Okay.
Had every song mixing. So this had to be. This was my first. This was my first like
legendary.
You know,
I told y'all.
Listen, so this was my first like you know. Oh, you DJing? Okay, and I think I might have got paid $50 to $75.
Yeah, but that shit was like the dream, the world, right?
Yeah, it was the start.
Yeah.
And then I was still DJ. I wasn't DJ Skillz then. So then by the time 96 rolled around, like I said, rewinding it, going African American history class. And Jabri, them just like, you know, by this time I already watched Sniper, saw Sniper at the joint.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, I can't come out until I'm right. So by the time I got right, I then started, you know, practicing with my cousin Mark. So I think word started getting out a little bit. Like, yo, be nice on the turntables too. Like, he nice on the court, but he nice on the turntables too. So it was Jabri. He was like one of the notable MCs in the city. So for him to say, now he's a senior at this time. I'm a sophomore, year 96. He's like, yo, you need a better name than DJ B. He said, you need something that talks to who you are. And I'm just like, I I'm just cool with DJ B because my first name is Braxton. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he just like, nah, you need something harder than that.
Yeah.
He's like, you nice on the turntables and you nice in ball. He was like, yo, call yourself Skillz. And I was just like, nah, because it's a guy already called Skillz, but it's Mad Skillz, the rapper.
Shout out.
And I was a fan.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, nah, I don't want to name myself. He's like, but he's a rapper. His name is Mad Skillz.
Yeah.
Ain't no DJ's named DJ Skillz out.
Yeah.
And at that time, it wasn't. So it probably sounded like thing for like 5 minutes. And I'm just like, DJ Skillz it is. And here we are.
Here we are. Here we are. The South Best kept secret.
The first party I did was at the Brown Brothers Social Club in Savannah Grove. The Brown Brothers was a famous gospel group. So if you're in the gospel from the South, you know about the Brown Brothers.
Yeah.
They had they had their own little social venue back in the day. And my homegirl Sophie, shouts to Sophie, we ended up partnering up throwing parties after this, but it was her Sweet 16 party. We was alone each other. So this was like spring 96. So this was the coming out of DJ Skillz.
Okay.
Outside of me getting booked to do my very first ever, you know what I'm saying, DJ function, this was my coming out as DJ Skillz. And I legit came out that night. Like,
you rocked it.
Came out my clothes at the end of the party on the Peter Piper. Yeah, that's how I ended it. And it was just like, oh, he's here.
Yeah.
And then I think I dropped the mixtape like 2 weeks after that. I think it was like spring 96. I still got that joint. Had my cousin Lisa on the intro. Like it was on.
Hey.
It was on and popping after that.
Hey. And he dropped mixtape and I ain't want to do it to him, but you know.
Wait. Well, we gotta. Oh, what transitioned into that?
Okay,
trying to get to the timeline.
Hey, what transitioned into that? So,
hey, look at me. I'm right here, Speedy Gonzalez.
The high school you went to, Bruins, right?
South Florence. Yes,
all right.
Yes, sir.
So, and you graduated there, and then you transcended, and what happened, man?
Went to St. Aug 2 years.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, okay. I see.
You know, the whole music thing was. It was panning. B-Lord started managing me my 12th grade year in high school.
Wow.
My 12th grade, I quit sports.
Was he your first manager?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, B-Lord was my very first manager.
Didn't know that.
Will kind of acted as a manager, but we was partners. So, like I said, when me, Sophie start throwing parties, Will was already older than us. Will was at Morris College at the time. Will is a hustler.
Oh yeah,
Will got the hustle and business mentality.
Oh yeah.
To the point the way he hustled things that he shouldn't have hustled and got himself in some trouble. Like, I mean, we adults, we keeping it funky, but you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? But that was Will at an early age. That was him.
Okay.
Will was the young Mr. T.
Okay.
20 chains. You know, fronting in his mom's them Benz. It ain't his. Is Reb and Zoo.
Yeah.
You know, 96 Benz that just came out. We supposed to be going to the Boys and Girls Club banquet. We leave 30 minutes after we there just to show face. This is all 96, summer 96. My summer 96 was a good year for me.
Wow.
We can tell.
Yeah.
When I put this 25-year video, when I put the 25-year recap video, and I say
your career,
established in 1996, like this was all in this year.
Okay.
Wow.
So go from DJ Skillz becoming DJ Skillz, coming out in the spring of 96.
Okay.
You know, me and Will in the summertime. Will got all the jewelry, rings for every finger, bracelets up to here. Like, that was the thing in the 90s. Like, the big trunk jewelry, like, all of that. Yeah, like, Will was selling weed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, you know, he was, like I said, he was hustler mentality.
Right.
And the Benz, that's the year that, I think that was like the big body Benz came out, 96.
With the car phone.
Yep. Zoo Reb got that joint. And we supposed to go to the Boys and Girls Club banquet in the city. And was like, yo, Will was like, we gonna go. And my mom was like, if you go, y'all gotta be back by a certain time. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she let me go. So Will was like, we gonna go. We're gonna go for 30 minutes so they can at least say they saw our face. This is how Will was. Like, so now you understand why my parents, they probably said that Will's sneaky.
He's slick.
Right. So he's like, we're going to go for like 30 minutes, show our face so they can say they see us. But then we gonna leave there because, you know, Zoo and Rev wasn't playing about him getting that Benz either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they knew he was sneaky as well.
Right,
you know?
right.
But we go to Boys and Girls Club banquet. Nas, It Was Written came out that year. And I remember we was playing what's it? Being like that, want it like that, got it like that. Yo, you whack MCs. The not joint on the Nas album.
All right.
I never lied if you keep it, cause I'm the best kept secret. Rhymes procedures, something moving like Clover Jesus. I can't remember the song. Taking in Blood.
Okay.
All right.
Man, listen, we got out to that Boys and Club Girls, the banquet joint. Took them ties off. Unbuttoned. We had to button up the ties like you know it was a dressy event. Get in the car. Will had a hefty bag, Ziploc bag that he kept all his jewelry in. Necklaces is in one joint because they were so big.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Another bag was just the bracelets, and another bag was the rings. He had enough that he could share with me, little bro.
Right.
We get in that car, pop the sunroof, take them ties off.
Put them chains on.
He put all his jewelry on. We sitting in the parking lot.
Yeah.
He's like, here, little bro, you put this on. So I'm putting on the, Figaro joints.
Yeah.
And a couple of other little pieces. Like, we chilling. Windows down, top back. Boop. Taking them blood. Pop the cassette in. Nas, It Was Written. Taking them blood. Right.
Bruh.
We cruising. We cruised through every hood.
Right.
Listen, that day, we cruised through every hood in Florence. West Florence. We rode through Oakland Avenue on the north side at least 8 times. At least, listen, because if it's
annoying people,
because
8 times
they out, the people outside.
Yeah.
So it's you stunting.
Right. See me.
Could you imagine them pulling up like at a stop sign, somebody just getting that picture?
Right,
Man,
right.
listen,
that's a album cover.
Listen, yo.
Right, exactly.
If they would have had that, I'm talking about 2 young. Let me see. I was 16. Will was 18 at the time. So you two preachers' kids, 2 PKs, bro. The driver, Mr. T down.
Yeah.
Church button up with the button, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then Hustlers dressed though. Hustlers dressed,
You got
you know what I'm
Mr.
saying?
T and
Dressed
Razor
up.
Ramon.
Bingo. And you got me, little bro on the passenger seat with his
Chilling.
3 to 4 chains, and I'm wearing big bro.
Soaking it all in, like
soaking it all in.
Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So all of that was 96. So, we fast forward into, by the time I graduated, like I said, all of that was in 96. So all of that was, that really capsized everything that I was already engulfing as a kid.
Okay.
That pretty much brought it all to the forefront. Because I always tell people my career moved like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's steps.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Every year, it's something else.
Yeah.
It's something else that fuels me to keep going.
Okay.
And people be trying like, well, we trying to figure out like, what is this thing that, like, what keeps you going?
Right.
And I'm just like, I'm motivated by everything that I do. Because I know where I started.
Okay.
So if I go back and I look at the steps and everything that I took coming up, not knowing this is eventually where I would be at as a young kid. But now if you would have asked me by the time I really took it serious and I went on my first tour in college, would I be here today? I'd say hell yeah. Because this is what I saw.
Right.
And other people probably didn't, they probably saw it, but they didn't, how's he gonna get there?
Right.
They ain't believe it.
They ain't
Me?
They ain't
believe
believe in the plan.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't even think they didn't. It was just like, what's the journey gonna look like?
It's
Right.
hard for them to envision that.
Right.
They just gotta trust you.
Right. But I think a lot of people, like even when I was in college, they saw it.
Right.
They just didn't know what the journey was gonna look like. But like I said, like by the time when I left high school, going to St. Aug, and I went on my first tour, and after that, my first tour was with the RZA. I was opening for B Lord, and it was the RZA Bobby Digital tour.
Okay.
First album?
That
The
was
solo album?
Yeah, that solo joint. Yep. That thing, it came out in 99. So it was the RZA Bobby Digital tour, and I was the opening DJ for that. And I was opening for B. And once I saw that, and we did the first run with the Virginia run, I said, yo, this is what I want to do, and this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be a world traveling, like festival, concert, major event DJ. Where are we at today?
That's right.
Shit, you doing that shit?
Hold on now. You're not gonna just jump over everything.
No. I'm just painting the picture.
No. I got
like, damn it, I'm here.
I got it. But let's scale back a little bit real quick because you here. But that in between, man, is so freaking vital.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it started with the vision because I saw what it was that I wanted to do.
Right.
Like I said, if anybody, like, you know how sometimes you ask people like, yo, in a million years, I wouldn't have thought that I would be here. Like,
Right.
You know, if you would have asked me this in 1999, like, where do you see yourself?
You would.
I see myself on where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I see myself on the big stages.
Well, we got a question, DJ.
What's
Skillz.
up?
Hit him with brother Akinbola.
You said a question.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. We got a question about this evidence we have right here.
Yeah.
On the table.
So all right. So my brother was like, hey, we go get Skillz to come in and do an interview. I was like, say less, and he said, pull that thing out. I said, and he didn't even had to go into it. I said, say less. So, you know, I got this right here. I don't know if y'all can see this.
They can't see it.
They can't see it.
Even if you put it to the lens, they can't be able to see it.
But this is the first. It's a Holla Squad.
Let's go.
Shout out to my Holla
With
Squad
No
crew.
Joke
Let's
Music
go.
Group presents
Big Will.
The College Dropout, hosted by Kanye West of Rockefeller Records.
Let's go.
Yo, listen. When y'all say Baba is a big Kanye fan, let me tell you why I'm a big Kanye fan.
Let's go.
I remember the day walking at Papa House in the Ridge. You came in, you said, hey, this cat talking about cover your mouth up like you got SARS. Hey, you was talking about it. And I was like, who? And he was like, this dude named Kanye West, like he be wearing these thrift store jackets, everything. Hey, he went in the back. I'm about to take you way back. He went to the back of the Tahoe, the blue Tahoe. He said,
No. That was the green Tahoe.
The green hot Tahoe.
Life was good for me then in 2003.
He said,
2002, 2003.
He said, here, cuz, here you go. Listen, you see how much I play this shit here? I play that shit.
That's the original CD?
This the original. This the original.
Yikes.
Yes, sir. Hosted by
Kanye West. So when this brother coming up here, he telling y'all his journey, like, he's a very humble dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm humble with a touch of Kanye.
With a touch of Kanye, right?
Yeah.
But when I say,
yes, sir,
he done touched, rubbed shoulders. He done been in a room with the best of them.
Shocker.
Right? He just gave you just the foundation, but the brother track record is long.
A legend.
Yeah, and we had to pull this out because we want to just show him, like, bruh, like, look where you at, like, where you been at. Who you been working with? Look at them now. Now look at you. Like you're doing it. Like you did just that. Like that was a good segue to come in that, bud. Because where you said you was at, you
in '99, like that was
bigger than that. Where you thought you was at.
That was 4 years after.
That was 4. Yeah,
that was
this. Yeah, because
Kanye. This was when Kanye was just on the brink of being that mega star.
And what year was this?
That was 2003.
He don't got a date on here.
It was 2003 because
this joint say for parties or more or other info, call Holla Squad at. It got the number on here. This shit is legendary.
You can shot the number out. That's E number.
Yes, that's E number.
Hey,
okay. 919333007.
That was E number.
Shout out to E.
E Terry. Shout out to E.
Listen,
because at one point E title was what of Rockefeller.
E was over promotions. I don't know if I think it was the Southeast region.
Yeah, of Rockefeller, right?
Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Wow.
So E started. I met E when me and E met at St. Aug my freshman year.
Okay.
And when somebody was like, "Yo, you need to get with this guy E. Do shit. He worked with Def Jam.
Yeah.
Rockefeller. Like, he get you all the wax.
Shout out to
all of
E.
that.
Terry.
Yeah. E's been a player in the game.
Yeah.
E's been a player in the game. Like, people sleep. Like, but E just not promoting records and albums. Like, E had it popping on the party scene too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was how me and E connected. We didn't really get into, like, the management and business side until I want to say it might have been 2000 and going towards the end of 2002.
Okay.
I think by then I had another manager. My guy Marty, rest in peace. My guy Marty, he's from Queens. Real good friends with Nori,
okay,
Akinelli, Oh, that's how I got into Mr. Cheeks video.
Yeah.
For Marty.
Forgot
you know
about the Mr. Cheeks. Yeah.
That was 2001. Marty put that whole play together, and shouts my brother AP Alan Parker because he laced me up before we went to Miami. The same night, and then we got on the road. Alan was cutting hair then. He was in Raleigh then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So shouts my brother AP on that. But
what up, AP?
Yeah. That's how me and E connected, and then like 2002 after I dropped out of college, I just really getting my thing together as far as the DJing scene, and and me and E was booking me for parties and that he was doing.
Okay.
And then after a while, it was just kind of like, yo, like we just need to connect on a whole nother level, and we put the whole management thing into play. And he was still doing the Rockefeller thing at the time.
Okay.
And Rockefeller was growing.
Yeah.
And soon, I think
this was that Rockefeller mixtape when they all got on there.
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full, yeah.
The first tour was the Paid in Full tour with
brother,
Nori.
I remember, brother.
It was Nori, Cameron, and MOP.
Uh-huh.
So I was doing after parties for that.
Okay.
So that kind of got me in.
Okay.
And I remember one of the first joints that I did was in Myrtle Beach. They came to the House of Blues. I don't even know if y'all was probably in hot seniors.
What?
He was out.
He was out of school.
You
was
was
in school. Yeah.
I was out and about.
Yeah, because I was hurt.
I got a picture from that after party that I did that night. Shouts to my fam, Turk Nice and Said. They both was there that night on the bill as well too.
Who was on that bill?
DJ Said, Turk Nice, my family.
No, like who was like featured? Like who was on that bill?
Oh, the concert?
Yeah.
Cameron was the headliner, I think. Cameron or Nori was the headliner in MOP because all of them had just signed to Rockefeller. They were like the new joint, but that was the Paid in Full tour.
Yep.
That kind of got me in doing a lot of Rockefeller things because that after party that night in Myrtle Beach, like they came through for nothing. For nothing. And we made that an official rock. I'm talking about the tour bus pulled up in front of Myrtle Beach Live. They ain't seen that before.
Wow.
We talking summer. We talking like spring, summer. Like was this 03 or was it the summer of 02?
02. I would say it's
Summer
02.
Yeah. Like
because I remember.
Cause they like we had already had the night booked, so it was just like like we got the whole team coming through, and they was like got the whole team coming through, had the whole block laced up, posters, everything. So they thought they was coming through in turtle top van with everybody do sprinters now, but then it was a turtle top van. It's like nah. We bringing a bus. We need somewhere to park the bus. Bus comes through Myrtle Beach Live. They had us downstairs. Myrtle Beach Live had the downstairs and upstairs joint. Had us downstairs. It was really nobody there.
Before.
Yeah, it was really nobody downstairs because the party pops upstairs. So they were trying to give us our own little room. And it's like, I don't know if it was Cam. Shouts to my guy Freaky Zeke. Me and Freaky Zeke got tight after that weekend. Shouts to Zeke Dipset. I don't know if it was one of them. They was like, yo, where the chicks at? Like, what's the party?
Yeah.
Like, the party's upstairs. And they like, y'all want to stay down here? Y'all can hang your... It's like, nah. We don't need no VIP. Like, we going to walk around. Bruh. Go upstairs. You got to walk up the steps. Boom, boom, boom. I never forget this. So, the DJ booth is here. Then you had the long bar on the side with the fluorescent light.
Okay, you're taking it back, bro.
Cameron, Nori, all standing here in the midst of the crowd. So it's like if you just posted up by the bar.
Right, just
vibing the whole, like they was just like amongst the people. That's how real it was back then, man. Yeah. Like I can't even explain it no more clear than that. Yeah. That's how real it was. And then after that, it was just kind of like, because it was a lot of execs from Rockefeller there on that tour, so they came through the party. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of like my introduction to, like the Dane Gales and, who else? Man, my mind is so blank right now. But that was like my introduction in.
Okay.
And then after that, Rel, that wasn't, it was Kanye situation. Chubbs, shouts to my guy Chubbs. He had a music conference in Raleigh. It was the SMES music conference. Him and my guy Mad, they had a conference there. And Chubbs, which was B Lord manager at one time, that's how I met him. He's from Darlington, South Carolina as well. South Carolina roots. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Chubbs ended up working at Rockefeller. But while he was there, this was, they signed a deal with Kanye. So by this time, they doing the music conference. They had Kanye as a feature that summer of 2003. People didn't really, this was when Kanye first, he just got out, that accident just happened.
He just said, yeah.
So the mixtape, the Get Well Soon mixtape and all of that was just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coming into
It's
play.
hot.
I'm a year fresh out of college, you know what I'm saying? By this time, and my time might be off, 02, 03, one of the summers, but this is before College Drop Out Mixtape. The album dropped. And E is doing the marketing and the promo for everything Rockefeller Def Jam moving. He knows who's coming in town, whatever the case may be. Kanye is gonna be here for this music conference.
He did the House of Blues.
Well, no, this is before.
Oh.
This is this is before the album dropped.
Oh.
So he's like, yo, Kanye is coming in town to do, this had to be 03 because I was doing radio then. This had to be 03. Yep, because I didn't start doing radio until 2003. So, yeah, he was like, Kanye's coming in town for the conference. And I was already talking about doing a college dropout mixtape because I dropped out of college and I saw where this thing was going.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yo, I want to do this mixtape and I want to call it the college dropout because everything at that point was kind of like, make it purposeful. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a purpose behind what it is that you're doing.
Okay.
People going to gravitate to that because people know your stories. And at this time, I'm doing anything from Greensboro up to Raleigh, Durham, HBCU was mine. Like, I was doing that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's no shot to my guy, Bro Rab, Skaz, and Cool Sheed, High Rise. All those are my guys. But as far as, like, they was older. But as far as like when I was in school, like my peers,
you was getting it.
That's your mentality.
I was that go-to guy because I was pretty much DJing for my peers. That's how me and Terrence J linked that same year.
Okay.
And me and Terrence J linked probably before. Yeah, we linked before then. And that's how we linked and start doing parties. But so I wanted to do the College Dropout mixtape, and I'm just like, yo, I'm hearing about Kanye West. He got a College Dropout mixtape. I'm like, yo, like he's right up that alley because he's hip hop. Going back to my roots.
Right.
Grew up on that real hip hop Tribe and, all of that. Dang, he's a fresh breath off of that. And he's on the rock of, yo, E. Mm-hmm. Yo, let's see if we can get Kanye to host this mixtape. That'd be real big. So all E was like, well, I have him. When he come in town, I'll just ask him. E, I think, picks him up from the airport or whatever the case may be, however they get in. They at Bahama Breeze on Wake Forest Road, right off of 440 in Raleigh. I'm sitting at my townhouse, which is like 10 minutes away off of Millbrook Road.
Okay.
He's like, yo, what you doing? And I'm like, chilling at the crib. I think I had a little two-way joint then, but he called a house phone. And definitely, I don't think I had a cell phone then. My man Nas was like, yo, you need to get a cell phone. But I don't think I had a cell phone then. But he was like, yo, come up here to Bahama Breeze. I got Kanye down here now. Like, all right, bet. I don't even know what I had on. I think I just threw some sweats on. Everything then was about being fly. I don't care if you're going to the grocery store.
Right.
Throwing some sweats.
A T-shirt,
Chris White tee.
Yeah.
Right.
Put on your fresh ones.
Yeah.
Step out the house.
Yeah.
So it didn't take me long to get right.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, all right, I'm throwing this academic sweatsuit. Air Force One, academic, bro.
Right. That's
feel me? Academic sweatsuit, Air Force Ones, and go to Bahama Breeze.
Yeah.
Went up there. He greeted me at the door. He's like, Kanye right there at the bar. He's like, I already talked to him. He just like, yeah, he open to it. He's like, just go over there and chop it up with him. So I'm just like, yo, what up? I'm Skillz, nice to meet you. He's like, oh yeah, what's up, man? Pleasure to meet you. He said your man was telling me, you want to do the mixtape, man. He's like, man, I don't know. Like, he's like, cause I got an album coming out called The College Dropout. And I'm like, yeah. I said, well, that's why I thought that would make it dope. I said, because me and you got similar stories. I dropped out of college as well, and I'm pursuing the DJing thing. You dropped out of college, and you're pursuing the music on a whole nother level. That's why I thought it was dope. He's just like, man, I don't know. And I'm just like, I'm like, yo, would it really be dope? He's like, nah, I'm playing with you, man. He's just like, yo, find me a studio. Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm just playing with you, man. He's like, find me a studio. Yeah. And he just like, yo, I'll knock the drops out for you. And I'm just like, I bet. So I had to leave and go do my radio show in Fayetteville. I was doing Foxy 99 at the time, 5 o'clock. I think it was a 5 o'clock takeover with Mike Tech. Shouts to Mike Tech. I was doing the 5 o'clock takeover. So I had to leave. So E knew everything that just needed to say or whatever. So during that period in that time, Little Brother was starting to buzz like heavy.
Shout out
everywhere.
Yes.
Shouts to my brother Pooh Fonte. Like shouts to them. Shouts to Knife Wonder. Shouts to my brother DJ Flash as well. Shouts to the whole Justice League squad. They was making noise.
Rapper Big Pooh, he just dropped something.
It's coming out. It's coming out in August.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dropping another album coming out. Now. Shouts to my brother Pooh. Yeah, he dropping another album coming out in August. So he at this time he was just like, yo, he was asking about Little Brother and Knife Wonder because they was making a buzz, and Kanye's a hip hop guy.
Right.
So
he like them soul beats type.
Right. So they ended up connecting during that time, and I can't remember. I think it was at Knife's apartment. Because I know by the time I got off the radio, I was, I was ready to get back. Like,
yeah. Because Kanye said,
like I'm like, yo, I'm ready to get back to Raleigh and get back into the mix of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I was already in cahoots with the whole Justice League. Like we had a DJ crew called the Untouchables. It's me, DJ MC, DJ Flash, DJ Paradigm, and Knife Wonder. We all was in the DJ crew together in North Carolina. We used to kill.
Say what?
Listen,
you ain't never shared this. Hold on now. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? It's the Untouchables. Now I remember you used to have a little joint where you
the record joint, the black joint, the record t-shirts.
Like the
we had
American
a t-shirt.
flag type color.
Well, no, it wasn't the American flag, but it was just the record with the little split in the middle.
Yeah.
Shouts to my brother MC.
Okay.
He was the mastermind behind all of that.
It was called the what now?
Untouchables. It was me.
Bring
it was
back.
DJ MC, DJ Flash, DJ Paradigm, yours truly, DJ Skillz, and Knife Wonder. That was a DJ crew.
Oh, we got this shit.
And we used to and listen. If anybody tells you about legendary parties at NC State Tally Hall, a Tally Student Center in early 2000s, that was us. That was us and DJ Lil D. If it wasn't DJ Lil D, it was somebody from the Untouchables. Undisputed. From a PWI perspective, undisputed, the best hands down urban parties at a PWI, bro. NC State, that was us.
Yo.
That was us. That was us. I don't do no bragging, but listen, bro.
I ain't bragging when it's true.
Like, listen, everything I speak is straight facts. That was us. I didn't listen. We done set a lot of trends out here.
Yeah.
Real talk. I don't never talk on it, but
I believe you.
Nah, we done set a lot of trends. And like you said, like you never heard me speak of this, but it's a lot of things I don't speak about because I ain't got to.
That's right.
You see it in other people's work, and I just sit back and I'm, that's dope.
Right.
You ain't gotta pay homage. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
Just keep evolving. Like let the game keep elevating.
I
you know what I'm saying?
That's
what I'm on.
Yeah.
The money gonna keep circulating. I ain't caught up in the times.
Right.
But nigga, we did that.
That's
right. And
that's right.
That's what I'm saying. Like from where we see this guy at now, Ye, to being able to be at the foundation of where he was at the time. Like
that was his foundation. Like before he got to you know what I'm saying. That was like his middle plateau before he took off.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So let me go back to Chubbs. So Chubbs them was doing all that. So we finally get the mixtape done. Like I'm bugged out that you still got that CD.
Bruh.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. During the pandemic, I found the entire original drop script that he gave me for that mixtape. And lo and behold, I had it on disc.
Yeah.
And like 2 months ago, I went and I digitized it so I would never lose it.
Good deal.
The entire drop script. So whatever you hear on that mixtape is like,
I'm coming by the house. I want to hear that.
yeah, it's like, yeah. What you hear on that mixtape is probably like 40% of what he was talking about. Like he was talking about a whole bunch of random, like he hung out with Little Brother, he hung out with Pooh, Scudder, some other guys from the Justice League, Big Doe, like all of them hung out while he was in Durham that weekend. They took him to Brothers 3, which is strip club probably about the size of 4 of these rooms put together. You know what I'm saying? Like they hung out there.
Yeah.
Like he was just on, like his drop script was him randomly. So, like, I ain't calling like excuse the language, but he's like, I've been out in North Carolina 3 days. Where the hoes, dog? Like, none of that is on the mixtape, but like his conversation piece, he was just being Kanye.
Yeah.
And that's what made me, I'm like, like this dude, he really cool.
Yeah.
So like people ask me, like, I'm not gonna say people like, you think he'll remember you until this day? And I'm just like, I think he would. Because our connection then it was real genuine. We was both at a, you know what I'm saying, fragile, innocent, passionate point in our careers. And, you know, even after I left Raleigh in 2005, I moved to Atlanta, and I was under Kenny Burns' imprint, Studio 43, and they was doing, I think it was Common's birthday party, but it was hosted by Kanye, or Kanye birthday party hosted by Common. Whatever it was both of them was there.
Okay.
But they had me DJing in a separate room from where the main party was at. But E comes and gets me. It's like the end of the night. Kanye's still there in the building. But this is by the time Jay and Dane done broke up.
Okay.
But Chubbs and Kenny is in Atlanta. They got the Studio 43 imprint. So, you know, it's like this back around family again for Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like he's seeing everybody. He see E. Yo, where's Skillz at? And E like, I got to go get him.
Right.
So for that, it was kind of like moments like that you'll never forget. Like, you know what I'm saying?
To the house, right?
We gonna lead that.
Okay. I ain't say which one, but okay. To be continued.
To be continued.
Yeah. Some stuff you gotta leave classified, but
yeah. That's
legendary.
Legendary. Right. That's what.
And it's cool. It's like we get Kanye, but it's like we're talking about you. So it's like everything that you've accomplished and that you're going to accomplish is at such a phenomenal feat, bro. To where it's like we're just sitting here having a conversation. Like you're just sitting here talking about it, and it's fluent, and it's like, bro,
that's some stuff. I was like, I thought I knew his whole, but nah, I did not know.
You know the crazy thing about it? A lot of people be like, yo, I know his story.
Yeah.
It's so many underlying pieces that you don't like.
Yeah.
And I don't say that disrespectful. I say that with all due respect. Because it's like I get a thing, like, no lie. When I first moved to Charlotte, one of the first DJs I embraced was my brother DJ DR.
Okay.
Dope
Shout
DJ. That's my good brother. Shouts to DR. And like still my brother to this day. And I'd never forget this conversation we had. He was just like, yo, man, some people was talking about some people that I don't know where he was at, but he's like, yeah, they was like Skillz stuck up. And he was just like, it bothered me. He said, because I'm like, nah, y'all ain't talking about the Skillz that I know.
Right.
And I'm just like, yeah, they don't know me. He's like, cause Skillz crack jokes and I'm just like, yeah. He said, now he probably don't speak if he don't know you. He gonna keep it short and simple. Right. That's me. That's always me. I'm reserved. I'm observant of my surroundings at all times. If it ain't family, I ain't with it.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Period. If I ain't with my family, you ain't seeing me out. I'm only with people that I trust. I'm loyal to the core. Like, you feel me? Like, that's why you see me. Like, DR, like I said, I didn't say that was my friend. Yeah. Said that was my brother.
Right.
It's different. Pooh, that's my brother.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't do the random.
Right.
But so, like, when he said it, it was just kind of like, that ain't me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I wouldn't want that stigma to be put out about me. So it's just kind of like, nah, it bothered me a little bit. I'm just like, that ain't even my character. So whoever said it, they definitely don't know me. But just like how you said, like, when people feel like they know you, they know your story, I'm just like, man, there's so many layers. Like, but DR was just kind of saying, he had chimed and said the same thing. He was just like, nah, y'all got to sit and have a conversation with him. He's like, that's one of the realest guys and down to earth dudes that you will probably ever meet that's moving.
Right.
You know, and I'm just like, that's always been me. Because, and you know what? That's how my cousin Mark Ella Vincent was, and he still is until this day.
Right on.
That's his personality. That's his demeanor. Is always laid back, chill. Mark, what's up? What you got going on? You gonna do this? I don't know. What's up? How you think about this? This is what I'm working on. Word. That's dope. He chill.
Yeah.
Never rattled. Like, you know what I'm saying? So part of that demeanor is you know what I'm saying? Is balance.
Right.
It's all balance. So you know when you start saying, you know,
that's it.
I don't know Skillz' story or like I know his story. Listen, bro, I can hit you with something that's going to have you, wow, I didn't know this.
Right.
But that's a part of shaping me into, you know what I'm saying, who I am until this day. Right. Let me get back to the Chubbs part though. Right. So that's part of the Kanye. Listen, you said a timeline. You said a timeline.
Let's go.
You know, I'm trying to, the timeline. So Kanye mixtape out. Album's about to come out. Album drops. Now, Kenny Burns is over rock music, R&B division of Rockefeller. Focuses on Rel.
Shout out to Rel.
Shouts to my brother Rel. South Carolina.
Dope.
To the heart, to the dirt. Bowman, South Carolina to be exact. If we're going to be real about it. You know what I'm saying? Right outside of Orangeburg. Look it up on the map. Google. When in doubt, Google will bail you out.
When in doubt, Google.
Yeah, you know. So, shouts to my brother Rel. They started focusing on Rel, Alan Anthony, and they had just signed Nicole Ray, which was under Missy Timbaland imprint.
Let's go.
So, the first time me and Rel linked was in Fayetteville, North Carolina. 'Cause once again, I'm doing radio, and they were doing a promo run. None of them had DJs. But I think by this time, I was definitely in the loop with Kanye, moving around, you know, doing parties with Kanye at the time. So at this point, I was the go-to guy when it came to parties in North South Carolina area for anything Rockefeller Def Jam. It's like, in stores, parties, whatever. Skillz is, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I pretty much earned that. So by the time they start doing the rock music stuff, it was Rel, Alan Anthony. I don't think Nicole Ray was there. It might have just been a promo run with Alan Anthony and Rel, but neither one of them had DJs. So they do the joint at in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I can't remember the club. It was like a weekday night.